In his first few weeks in office, US President Donald Trump has issued a series of sweeping executive orders that have already begun to make waves across the globe. Among the most discussed are the changes to immigration policy. Here in St. Lucia, these moves have sparked concern and interest from political leaders, including the leader of the opposition, Honorable Alan Chatenent. Chatenent explained that the actions taken by the U.S. are primarily focused on securing its borders against individuals who have entered the country illegally and are involved in drug and human trafficking, rather than imposing restrictions on the rest of the world.
Trump's administration has made it very clear this has less to do with trade and the imbalance of trade, and much more to do with the protection of the borders. So I heard the Prime Minister's response, and in typical fashion, he's dealing with the symptoms rather than what the problem is. The problem that we have in St. Lucia is that the standard of living in St. Lucia is too low. The quality of life in St. Lucia is too low. And even more recently, since this administration came in, it's much more difficult for people to make ends meet. And a lot of St. Lucians have had to migrate St. Lucia in order to help survive.
Chatenent then referred to the reality that St. Lucians try to enter the U.S. illegally in order to escape the challenges they face in St. Lucia and pursue better opportunities abroad.
They've been put in the position where use political asylum, of being harassed, being oppressed in their own country, that there is an economic crisis in their own country, as a justification for migrating abroad.
Chatenent further emphasized that enhancing the standard of living for St. Lucians would prevent them from resorting to illegal methods to migrate abroad.
We have to be much more ambitious in improving the quality of life for St. Lucians. The politics that the Liberal Party played in the last elections, you can't eat roads, the HIA airport, the cruise ship port in the south, the general improvement in roads, the call centers that we were putting in were not there for Alan Chatenent. These were there for the people of St. Lucia to get jobs, and good paying jobs, and to improve the standard of living in this country.
The leader of the opposition then took the stage to emphasize that his administration's efforts will focus on reducing the necessity for St. Lucians to leave the country by improving the standards of living within St. Lucia.
And that is United Workers' Party's ambition, is to double, triple the size of our GDP, so that St. Lucians do not feel the need to migrate anywhere. And we would not be in a position where today we're going to have to now reintegrate those persons who left.
Chatenent further emphasized the importance of effectively reintegrating these individuals into society for their well-being and the safety of the nation.
We have to reintegrate those persons. Now, you can do it with your eyes shut and pretend it's not going to happen and let it happen in a haphazard way, and therefore you don't know who's back here, you don't know what their background checks are. Right now, there's an opportunity to cooperate with the U.S. Agencies and agents to determine why these people are being remigrated, and to put in a rehabilitation plan for those persons so they can get reintegrated back into our society to their benefit, but also to the security and the benefit of St. Lucians.
He emphasized that St. Lucians are often driven to seek better opportunities abroad due to local challenges, leading some to resort to illegal migration. Ultimately, Chatenent's vision revolves around creating a more prosperous St. Lucia where citizens are less inclined to seek opportunities elsewhere. For Choice News Now, I am Darren Lionel.